So half of Indian market is ruled by BBK. Phones that Tecno and Infinix are launching are crazy. I mean, what value for
Value
money?
proposition.
People are buying offline more than they used to earlier. We might build the capabilities, but is India a bigger market for these brands?
All right, today I'm sitting with Ramesh and Suresh.
All right.
What is this like?
I mean, we just color
you guys were
coordinated.
coordinating and you didn't tell me. That's the worst part.
That's track and tech. We
Yeah,
have,
yeah, हमारा तो
एकदम synergy होती है हमारी vision में. We have, quite synergy.
I feel so odd. You guys are both in sweatshirts and I am in a shirt. It's
English
weird.
and Hindi.
Well, anyway, so I'm sitting between two really cool dudes. But today is the 12th episode of the podcast. And we're going to be talking about very interesting topics. Actually, we sort of delayed this podcast because there was not much interesting happening. Because there was only phone launches. It gets boring to talk about phone launches.
So many phone launches, man.
So
My
many
God.
phone launches, yeah. So, I mean, let's just not talk about that. We're talking about that in our unboxings and reviews and comparisons. So, we'll today talk about different topics. For example, starting with like certain numbers that have come out about Q2 sales and which are very interesting. But let's start by talking about that. And this is an IDC report that came out. And the shocker here is that Vivo is number 1. Okay. Samsung is number 2. Xiaomi is number 5. Poco, OnePlus and Apple have had massive growths where rest, in fact, Xiaomi's drop has been crazy. So Arun, thoughts?
It's very interesting and very surprising. But, all the three reports, IDC came the latest, but earlier, I think Analyst and Counterpoint also came. They were also putting Samsung and Vivo very, very close. It's just that IDC has put Vivo above them. I think they are 16% and Samsung is 15.7%. Something like that, very close to each other. But wow, I mean, if that's true, Vivo is really doing well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are a lot of brands that essentially I think should be higher are not even seen in top 10. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
So, for example, Motorola.
Yes.
Our videos have been getting millions and millions of views.
Yeah.
People are not able to buy. They are all the time sold out. Their H40 and all that. And still they're not in top 10.
They're not in top 10. I was surprised, no.
That's very, very surprising for me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how they collect. Do you know how they collect
Yes,
these numbers?
I actually with IDC I've had this thing. So there are multiple collection, like the way the data analysts collect the data is different for different research brands, right? I mean, they will go to the market, they will ask them how many have sold. Like so, they have their distribution network that they'll talk about. Then they look at shipment data that's coming. Some brands only look at research agencies only look at shipment data. These guys go beyond and they have internal sources, they have brand sources. All of that they put in together.
Okay.
And these reports are expensive, right?
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Sajid?
And adding to that, Vivo doesn't include iQOO sales.
Yes, it doesn't include iQOO sales.
It does not.
It does not include iQOO sales.
But why?
So what IDC has done this time around, guys, is that they have actually separated all the sub-brands. In
So
case
Poco, iQOO.
Poco is separate, iQOO is separate. Obviously, if the point that they are trying to make is that if they have to add Poco and iQOO to Xiaomi and Vivo, then technically OnePlus will be added to Oppo.
Correct.
Realme will be added to Oppo as well. Technically, if you look at it, right? When everything is being treated as a separate brand, then they want to do it this way.
And Xiaomi also calls Poco independent brand,
Exactly,
right? I mean,
exactly.
they're not. It's not kind of one variant or something like that. It is a brand, so I think that's fair.
That's fair, right?
Yeah, I also think that's fair.
And if we combine all the BBK sales,
Yes.
then
Oh my God.
then it will be close to 47%.
What?
Yeah.
So half of Indian market is ruled by BBK. That is crazy.
That is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And this brings me to one very interesting point about how people are talking about no, don't buy Chinese phones and all of that. And can you escape that reality?
You cannot. You just cannot. So
They're good phones.
Yeah.
But also talking about phones themselves, like I mean, Vivo, such a sleeper hit that they create, and they do it so quietly without.
Yes.
Yeah.
As Vivo has smartphones in almost all categories. Like they have under 15,000 they have Y series.
Yes.
Under 20,000 they have T series now.
Yes, T series, yes.
Then they have that V series. V series was very good this year.
Yeah.
Vivo 27, V27 Pro.
Very good actually.
Very good phones. I think in the first time they made it to a under 30 or under 40k list.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that is right for the first time in
Yeah,
our
yes.
list.
And the pricing was also
there,
good.
there is an interesting thing. What I also think another reason why Vivo is essentially so high. The trend, one trend that has caught up is offline sales are increasing.
Yeah,
I mean,
11%
as compared to
year-on-year.
what are the numbers?
54% is offline and 46% is online and 11% increase in numbers.
So people are buying offline more than they used to earlier. I thought the trend of people buying online phones will be higher. It
Yeah,
will
even I
keep
thought
on
the same.
increasing. But that is not. And Vivo, Oppos are very, very strong when it comes to offline sales channel.
Yes.
My God. In fact, I don't know how many of you know this, but I was talking to one of the brand people, and when you go to these shops, you know, there's a person who's wearing Oppo, there's a person who's wearing Samsung, there's a person who's wearing Vivo. These are not employed by the shop. These are employed by the brands.
Also, they put their own people over there.
Yes, they are like, so a brand has got around 35,000 such people, brand representatives.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, so you know that is another reason. So imagine how they must be pushing.
So basically, the salespeople of Vivo are the better ones,
better
best
ones. I think that is what.
So they've hired the better people.
Probably.
We should do a video where we'll go offline and see
Yeah.
how it.
We should
how it-
actually-
Yeah, we
Let
should.
the market study.
In fact, I wanted to do that. We should actually go and be there a couple of hours to understand what are the buying factors. Again, I was speaking to a brand person, and I'm not going to name. If he sees it, he'll understand that. But he said, बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो सिर्फ देखते हैं, एक सेल्फी निकालते हैं. So they see the phone, they click a selfie, they look at camera and they buy.
That's it?
They don't care about the display. They don't care about the camera.
But what about virtual RAM, Arun?
So and that is where a lot of people, a lot of brands are there which only focus on looks and stuff like that.
No,
and
the
we don't
point-
understand that.
The point that you made about them taking a selfie and me making a dig about virtual RAM was also because what happens is that these shopkeepers, they tell them this phone has 16 GB RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact,
It's easy to
brands
fool
also
them.
put it on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put it on the box.
16 GB.
I think it's a different topic for.
That's a different guy.
Yeah, but the point is that surprisingly, Vivo is doing well and it's a very good thing. Also interesting is the ASP has gone up to 30,000.
Yeah, average, I cannot.
Yes.
And this was about 15,000, 14,000 just about couple of years back, and now it's like between 25 and 30,000. That is.
Yeah.
It was 20-25 last year, by the way.
Oh,
and it's
20
25-30 now.
now.
ASP is just going up and going up and going up.
So we used to do under 10k, under 15k, under 20k videos.
Yeah.
Those were
Getting 2 million, 3 million views. Now under 10,000, it does not even touch 1 million. Whereas 25 to 30,000 are like 2 to 3 million. So
Yeah,
interesting.
I like how you can equate it very easily with the tracking tech views and market. It's actually true. It's actually very true. It's easy for me also to make a very
Informed
decision about certain things, right? So okay, that is the point that we want to make to the audience as well with this report is that what we think about the market is not generally true. Like for example, again, the point you made about Motorola, we say that okay, stock Android is good. Realme is selling phones with bloatware, that. Techno and Infinix are above.
Oh my. Infinix phones that Techno and Infinix are launching are crazy. I mean, what value for
Value
money?
proposition.
The latest GT10 Pro.
GT10 Pro, yeah.
Oh my God, what a phone! Everything is there inside.
Everything is there.
Everything, and that too under 20,000.
20,000.
Wow.
And the
I
same
mean,
phone is there in Techno, also Techno Cam.
Techno Cam on and on.
20p.
So Techno and Infinix are also doing extremely well.
So
and-
our preconceived notions about what is a good product and what sells is not necessarily equated.
Okay, the difference is a lot of our opinions are based on our knowledge. First, we are in tech, we only see those things. And second, the comments, the videos we post. But these commenters and viewers, the people who comment, they influence us a lot. If you
Yes.
get on a video
Yes,
about
that is
100 comments, we read 50 and they are saying something, we think that is the fact.
Correct.
But I'll tell you, the reality is these people who see our videos and comment are probably 0.0001% of the entire market, and the entire market is very, very different. So I think we are operating in silo as far as the entire market goes. There are a lot of things that we don't know.
Don't know about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean it's always a learning
Yeah,
experience
yeah,
for us.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to the
Yeah.
next topic of conversation that I wanted to have, and this is again very interesting because Nothing now has a sub brand called CMF. Yes, Sajid, what are your thoughts on CMF and what exactly is happening there? Like, why is there a separate sub brand?
Okay, I think Carl is playing very smartly.
Okay.
So all other brands like Xiaomi or Oppo or Realme took almost 4 to 5 years to understand the strategy that
Yes.
there has to be a premium brand and there has to be a
sub-brand,
yeah,
yeah.
sub-brand which will operate in
For
which will
masses.
basically move numbers.
Move numbers, yes,
Yeah,
that's
and,
what.
and nothing really needs moving numbers because like selling 1.5 or 2 million units
Is nothing, yeah.
It's actually
It's actually nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and initially I think they are bringing smartwatches and TWS.
Yes, again, the market that is big and
Correct.
ready to be.
Although I agree with your point of view, there's also my thought is it might be a little too early. They have just launched one phone, one TWS, and now the second phone has come in. Isn't it too early
for a sub-
for Nothing? But I will also, at the same time, I'll also say that he's worked with OnePlus and Oppo, so
He's experienced
he
coming in.
knows that, and so probably that's why he's doing
So
it.
even when the Nothing Phone 2 launched, our first thought was, or even the Nothing Year 2 launch, our first thought, he's increasing the prices like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Isn't it happening too soon? Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't it take some
Takes
time?
a- yeah.
But we realize that he knows that the market moves fast.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's doing it really
Doing
fast
it.
as well. So that's probably what it is. And then with CMF, the idea, one of the ideas for CMF is that they want to build affordable products.
Yeah.
And in the video that they played, right, I mean, they showed the community video, the community update that they had on the Nothing channel. There was this comment that caught me by interest, basically. It said that when the Nothing Year 1 came out, we could buy it for 5,999, and then the price of that one also went up to 8,999, and the Nothing Year 2 is available for 10,000. While we want to buy Nothing products, we can't really afford it. So Carl immediately, or the Nothing brand immediately understands that there is that market that is unfulfilled at the moment. Because TWS, if you look at it,
Yes.
the mass audience is below 3,000
Yeah,
rupees,
yeah, yeah.
4,000, 5,000 rupees.
2,000-3,000
Exactly.
rupees. That's the
Also
ASP.
people
in
want
that.
to associate with Nothing brand, so
Yes,
they'll go with
if they
CMF.
want to, exactly, if they want to buy a Carl-Pay product,
Correct.
right? I mean, considering that he has that.
So, do you think Nothing is aspirational product right now? Do you think they have created that?
They might want to, but I don't think it's reached there. It's just a very new
yeah,
brand.
exactly,
Very new
exactly.
price. Very new
That's what I mean, because he was
It
saying
cannot be
that
an
if
aspirational
people want
product.
to associate with Nothing. I think they're still not there, but he is making the right moves and he's making it fast. He's
Fast,
not
very
waiting
fast.
for another couple of years.
Which is the most important thing in the
Yeah.
consumer tech market,
Yeah,
right? That you have
yeah.
to move really
Yeah,
fast. So
yeah.
that's one thing that he's doing well, right?
well.
So imagine, for example, now if a CMF smartwatch or a TWS, you get it for say, not 3,000, 4,000 rupees, you get a TWS, say, okay, 3,999, and they do a nice design because that market is governed by design as
Design,
well.
yeah.
Then obviously people will be
People
interested,
will
no?
be, yes, absolutely they will be. But what is the main, has he shared, what does CMF mean?
Honestly.
Any idea, full form?
See, technically, in technical parlance, it means color material finish.
Okay, but
But I don't think it's that for Nothing.
okay.
Yeah, so it's not.
Or might be. I
Or
don't
it
know.
or might be.
Or might be. I
Also,
don't
the color is the color schemes that they've chosen are very nice. So for Nothing, it's white and black,
Black, huh.
right? For them, it's grey and orange. I like the grey and orange color
Okay,
aesthetic.
okay.
So let's see how that goes.
Okay.
It's design based and everything. So
So this year they're going to launch TWS and
smartwatch.
smartwatch. Oh,
Then-
Smartwatch is very interesting.
that is interesting. That will be interesting.
A
And I'll have
budget
to
one,
see how,
that too.
no, yeah, budget one, and I'll also have to see how app develops,
Yes.
because that is a strength, design, and also it's going to be interesting to see
Smartwatch
that.
is already listed on BIS, so
Yeah?
Yeah?
it's definitely coming soon.
Oh.
And the smartwatch main things that it would be the software how it is tuned.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
They were the right people there. And with the Nothing Phone 2, we are enjoying the software a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's basically it. Okay, quiz time, guys. This time it's not that difficult, but let's see. Okay. So first question is, this is what I call a tough tech quiz. Let's see if these guys can answer today. What was the first Xiaomi phone that Hugo Barra did a teardown of in India? I think Sajid might know this.
Me too.
It was a Note phone.
I can't give you guys. You should know this. He did a teardown. He did a teardown for journalists, and there's also a YouTube video of it. Like the first time they actually did a teardown, and they actually gave us a briefing with the teardown.
These are way tough questions.
No!
How
This
many
is
of
not
you know?
tough.
How many of you know? Come on.
Trust me, there'll be many who'll answer it right.
Yes, I know. But I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you
One
one
is-
hint. It's not a Note product. It's not a Note. So what was the first lineup of products that they launched?
So Mi 1, Mi 2, Mi 3. Wait.
Okay, the first Xiaomi phone that came to India was Mi 3.
Mi 3,
उसके
exactly.
बाद क्या है?
Mi 4. Redmi 1 is.
Okay, it was the Mi 4i.
Mi 4i. Okay.
Remember the Mi 4i?
Okay.
That
White color?
yes. Now I'll show you the video. You'll be like, "Arre, Okay, second question. This I think you guys should know. Okay, which is the highest selling phone of all time, and if possible, how many units did it sell of all time? Of like
In India?
ever globally of all time, highest selling phone of all time. Like matlab.
It must be a Nokia phone.
Think about it. You guys will get this. You guys will get this.
Wait.
You guys will get this.
3310.
No, but you're close.
3311. 3312.
There were 3, 3, 1, 1, and 1. Bhai sahab.
No.
Okay, at least guess the number. Take a wild guess at the number. How many units?
I think it's about.
In millions.
Millions only. It's about 15 or 12, 15 million.
No.
8, 10.
287.
That's correct.
87?
287.
250 million.
What?
Yes.
Yes, 250 million.
What?
Yeah, you're
I
very
am
close.
not even close. What? 250 million?
250 million units. So 250 million units of the Nokia 1100.
11.
Nokia. Million is like, I knew this answer. No, million, you know, no? Nokia 1100, guys.
यार हम लोग स्मार्टफोन्स में जी रहे हैं फीचर फोन्स के बारे में भूल ही गए
हाँ. Okay, now this is a very tough one. This is a tough one. The first two were easy. You guys didn't get it.
What?
Okay, Steve Mann, M-A-N-N, is credited for making the first smartwatch ever. I gave you the answer for who made the first smartwatch. But what operating system did the smartwatch have? It's a well-known public operating system.
Symbian
It's a Bada.
No. Bada? Interesting.
Linux
Yes.
finally
एक answer मिल गया.
you know why because early 2000 late 90s Linux was
Yeah,
everywhere
everywhere.
It was a Linux-based smartwatch.
yeah so Linux based oh
You guys could have actually gotten all three right today.
yeah I think
Easy
these were
These
good
were
questions
good.
these were like hard but not that
Not
hard.
hard.
मैंने homework नहीं किया था.
Okay.
Homework नहीं किया था. You guys didn't realize that the podcast has quiz, the
Yeah.
toughest tech quiz. Today wasn't that tough. Anyway.
Okay.
So finally, I want to talk about, and we'll close the conversation with this, is the import restrictions, to be specific about laptops in India. There is some back and forth happening on that front. But the first thing that came out is that there are import restrictions.
Yes.
Sajid,
So-
what's happening there?
GeoBook launched.
Yeah,
Then there's
fresh off the boat.
Yeah. Then there's this news that there'll be restrictions on importing laptops
Yes.
and XS and
Tablets.
related
Yeah.
all related
Yeah.
mainframes and everything. And then yesterday that came that they'll give some relief time.
Relief time, yeah.
And
yeah so they've delayed that
Yeah. So basically, they're doing it because they want to make it secure for the users. That is what to protect the security of the users. That's one of the reasons. And secondly, for the Make in India program, they want to promote that. The first
Local
PLI that they
manufacturing, yeah.
local manufacturing. The first PLI that they put out, I mean, not a lot of brands sort of took it up. And then even Apple, when they wanted to make, they didn't make it in India. While they're making iPhones, but they're not making their MacBooks. They're actually making it in Vietnam and China. So they're getting imported right now. Now, what are the repercussions for the end user?
I think there'll be limited stock.
Yes.
Then limited discounts.
Yeah.
And
Especially during the Diwali season, right?
Diwali season. So
yeah
It's
so
a prime time for
yeah no but tell me after let's say this ban comes into effect 3 months 4 months they have
Yeah.
delayed it after that will these guys actually create manufacturing here
That is our question. I need to ask you. You'd probably know the
I
answer.
know I because I was thinking see to
Do we have the capabilities right now?
forget about we might build the capabilities but is India a bigger market for these brands to come and
there
invest
incentive
into a plant and
No, but the idea would be what, it's not about India being the market. What the thing would be like, they have to export it.
Correct.
So they make it in India,
Yeah.
and then, the capabilities are such that they can export it.
But that's what when they're doing it Vietnam and Philippines and all those
China,
countries
yeah.
China it is cheaper if they want to
Yeah,
export
distribute,
it, it has to be really good. And probably the PLI scheme that government has introduced is not good enough for them. Otherwise, they would have done it. See,
That's
they
quite a
need
possibility.
that. They need China plus one. Yes, although Vietnam and all countries are there, but they are still smaller markets. They want good. Let's say incentives from government, which they might not be getting. That's why-
Which is a good point to make.
yeah, and in
Initially,
phones they are getting it. So
Phones they're getting it.
Yeah,
Initially, the PLI scheme 2.0 has close to 17,000 crores of benefits.
Okay.
But it is again segregated in, like, initially they'll have to make PCBs in India.
Yeah.
Then they'll have to make
Yeah,
batteries and
yeah, all
It's
that.
it's all one by one.
Yeah,
Sort
yeah,
of, it's
so-
like a gradual sort of process.
So the fine print in that PLI, the rules and regulations, they might not be enticing enough in my view.
So
at this point in time.
do audiences need to worry about this import restrictions? Like what do you think about
In
it?
this case, one might, because if you go abroad, get a laptop, that's fine. Buy a laptop and bring it here, that is fine. Even for testing, you up to 20 samples you can have. But
Yeah.
basically, But
But you'll have to declare it as such.
yes, what will happen is, if at all manufacturing does not start, they can import it, but the custom duties and everything are going to be so high that.
But what I read was that they have to, the brands will have to sort of get the license to import now, right? I mean, there's some license that they.
Yeah, but then that's what now. So the custom
Okay,
duty will be
that-
so high there.
licensing
A
must
laptop
be-
that's costing.
That'll get added to the laptop's
yeah,
cost.
yeah. So something that is costing 30,000-40,000 may cost you 70,000-80,000.
Which means that we still won't be able to afford a MacBook.
Yes.
So basically, that's what it is. But I mean, it's a little bit of a disappointment,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
it
I
is.
hope we can figure out something changes in the future, and it's all for the good only.
Let's see.
And Make in India is obviously a good program, because I honestly want things to be made in. And I was talking to a few friends of mine from the industry, and they're saying that the chip manufacturing, some of the best engineers and the talents are in India.
Yeah.
We don't have the natural
Manufacturing this thing.
amenities for building chip manufacturing, because it requires very stringent procedures and everything, right? To make the die and everything. So this, the dude was telling me that it's actually like all the brains are here. Like it's that's
No,
something
it is happening. It is happening, and I think that this is a big thing.
you
that
had
it-
a recent discussion, right? I mean, how was that? Like,
no. In my view, I'll tell you that chip manufacturing is going to be the next. I mean, like mobiles,
Correct.
the way they are being manufactured here now and now exported. Same thing. Chip
will happen.
even bigger, at a bigger level, because chips are required everywhere. It's just not mobile phones.
IoT and everything. Smaller
IoT
devices.
device. Every device you take, you need that. And again, even your cars. And
exactly.
everything.
Remember what happened during COVID when the
Yeah,
cars were
yeah.
getting delayed because
Exactly,
chips were not there,
exactly, yeah.
and then the 10-inch screen became 8-inch screen on Hyundai cars. But anyway,
And
so
I think this is not the first time that there is a import ban or everything. This has happened with TVs.
yes, this happened with
When-
TVs.
when-
Yeah, this happened with TVs.
Yeah.
I think probably in 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this happened with
Alright.
TVs.
That's why.
And TV production just ramped up after that.
Yeah.
So probably that might happen for laptops
That
as well.
might.
हो सकता है.
हो
पता
सकता
नहीं.
है.
देखते
Let's see,
हैं.
let's see. Okay, so good conversation.
Very
it was-
good conversation.
It was fun, and I mean,
Should we buy JioBook?
you tell me. But I mean, if it's good, we can buy it. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
It's
so-
still imported from China.
It's still imported
from China. Yeah.
That's the truth of the matter, guys.
Yeah. No.
What do you guys think of the conversation? What are your thoughts about on all the topics that we spoke about? And if you have any special, interesting, tough questions that I need to ask, quiz questions for Arun and Sajid,
Do drop us in the comments.
don't drop in the comments. My Twitter DMs are open. I'll take them, and I'll give like proper name credit also. Like this person has asked this question. Okay, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Chalo, see you. Bye-bye.
Until then,
Until then,
Keep
keep tracking and stay safe.